All right, the Pentagon taking heat over its efforts to rescue family members of American troops still stranded in Afghanistan.
The withdrawal ended on August 30th, and today is November 10th. I mean, how is it possible that the department doesn't know how many immediate family members are still left?
I think
In Afghanistan.
I don't have a number for you. We believe it's certainly most likely in the dozens. But one of the reasons we put the memo out last week was to encourage service members to come forward.
Iowa Congress, I continue to be astounded by these press conferences. Iowa Congresswoman Mariannette Miller-Meeks is an Army veteran, spent decades in the military, and now helping us out in Washington. Congresswoman, we need people like you to help get people like you stuck in Afghanistan out. Why doesn't this administration seem to care? Why is the Pentagon rounding off numbers?
You know, we have asked that question numerous times. There's a bipartisan group of veterans, myself included, that has tried to work with the administration and push them since April to get out Americans and get out Afghan interpreters, because we knew that it was critical to remove these individuals because they would be executed and targeted by the Taliban. And indeed, we've seen that happen. We've never gotten a clear number from the administration on how many were in Afghanistan and how many have been left behind. But we know it's vastly more than what the administration admits.
So between the State Department, the White House, and the Pentagon, who is most focused on getting people out? Because I heard you're not even allowed to mention Afghanistan in the White House because the president doesn't want to hear it.
I think the people that are most focused on getting people out are individual groups, former service members. They have continued to be active since, the administration likes to say since the war ended. The war didn't end. We're in a global war on terror. We just ended a strategic post in Afghanistan, or the administration did. So I think private groups, individual groups, we're working with people trying to get both Americans and Afghan interpreters and their families out of Afghanistan. We've been successful in doing that. But really, private people, private groups like Pineapple Express, which you've mentioned, are getting people out of Afghanistan to this day.
It's sad that they had to do that. A lot of them gave up their livelihoods and their jobs just to get people out. And now they're facing huge deficits, mortgage payments they can't make, and they have not even had time to set up a foundation. We'll talk about that again. But for you serving the years that you did and still serving in a way now, what is your message to veterans, and what are your thoughts today?
Well, I just want to thank everyone who has served in the military. I come from a long family of military members. You can see the photographs behind me. And I just want to say thank you to service and those who served in Iraq and Afghanistan. Since you brought up the global war on terror, I just want them to know their service was not in vain. Despite what this administration has done, these military veterans and military members have kept this country safe for over 20 years. We have not had a terrorist attack in the United States to the level of 9/11. They kept us safe. Thank you so much for your service and your service to our country.
And I would put this generation of warfighters with any generation that has fought for us in over 200 years. They're that good, and the conditions were that bad. And the way they adjusted on the fly with equipment and courage and tactics is phenomenal. And I think that's getting plowed over because our politicians screw this up so much. Not you.
Well,
Congresswoman, thanks so much.
You're so welcome. Thank you so much, and happy Veterans Day to all our veterans and service members.
Absolutely. Thank you.